Hi, friends. How are you today? I'm Peggy Noe from PrettyPaperCards.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I'm here with my little Yorkshire Terrier, Ellie, and we are here to make cards with you today on this lovely Wednesday here in Southern California. How are you doing? I'm going to just check a few things here and make sure we're live. I've been playing around with a new iPad and I want to make sure, yes, it looks like we're live, which I'm really happy about. I'm checking on my other device. I got a lot of devices going on here. So welcome and welcome to my YouTube people. Roz, Roz, is today your birthday? Did I see somewhere that today is your birthday, Roz? Or was that like an older post? Jeanne, good to see you. Linda, Renee, and I think I saw Marcia Long in there. Hi, Marcia. Um, Margaret from Australia, how are you doing? I was thinking about you the other day. It is Roz's birthday, you guys. Happy birthday, Roz. I can't believe you're taking the time to be here with us today. Have you done anything special? We wish you a very, very happy birthday. We really do. So good to see you. I'm hoping something special happens to you today. Oh, you did do something good. Okay, you did do something. Yeah, she's always sleepy. She is always a sleepy girl at this time of day, unless someone, yes, everybody give Roz a big happy birthday. Um, yes. Margaret, you're still waiting for your catalog down in Australia. Oh, I'm so sorry. But you've seen it online, right? And Roz went to lunch with hubby. That's so nice. Carolyn from Aloha, Oregon, sunny and 70. Yes, it's sunny and 78 here in San Diego. It is warm, but you know what I was hearing that down in the Gulf area, there's some big storms like in hi Tammy. Your Margaret's dogs are sleeping. I was hearing there were some big storms down near New Orleans and down in that area. So, Linda Brady, hello. I hope if any of you are in that area that you're safe, possibly on the inner side of Florida. I don't really know. Um, so be careful. We do have, oh, Roz, you're in Florida, aren't you? Sunny and 80s there. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what I just saw a post by a girl who lives in New Orleans, and another gal said there were just tons of inches and inches of rain. Tammy, your sister in Tyler, Texas, and it was very scary. Okay, oh, that's right. Your sister went for the eclipse, didn't she? Yes, Linda Brady, 75 in Virginia, and Polly, good to see you from North Carolina. Granite Falls, North Carolina. There's my North Carolina girls, and Kay is usually from North Carolina too. I love to see my Carolina girls. Rainy and 60, Renee, where are you? You know, I kind of forget. I'm so sorry. I wish I had this like photographic memory and I could remember all of you. For Roz, tomorrow, 80% chance of storms. Yes, New Orleans has nasty tornadoes. Columbus, Ohio. Okay, Renee, Columbus, Ohio. Yeah, we had that a couple weeks ago. Margaret is in Sydney and was hot one day and half the temperature the next day. I know. We can't even keep track, can we? Well, let's leave all that in the background and let's just have a nice time. Let's set aside a little while to stamp and talk about pretty colors and things going on. So I have to show you this. Check this out, you guys. This is a whole entire container of, what are they called here? Peppermint Puffs. Peppermint candy puffs. We kind of eat them around here, and I got them out because I'm sending out one of my kits, and I'm going to address everything and seal it up to all the packages today. And I'm going to put a couple of these in there because they're really good. They just they're light and they just are good in your mouth. Okay, Marcia Long, rainy 62 in Texas. Renee, you had tornadoes a couple of weeks ago in Ohio. Yeah, that's scary. So anyway, these are just too good. I forget how many calories they are. Let me see. 120 per serving. How much is a serving? Oh, a serving is 6 pieces and they're only 120 calories. That's good. I'm sure we got it from Amazon. Yes, Ellie likes, she doesn't eat them, of course, but they do have a good smell. Yeah, we get them by the container. You know, it's just nice to have 1 or 2 after dinner. And now I'm thrilled that there's only 120 calories for 6. That's a great deal. Okay, I better put them down. But if I cough or something, I'm going to pull one up. Well, I'm trying to worry about calories. I really am. Ooh, put them in the coffee. Tina, I love it. That sounds wonderful. Oh my gosh, that sounds so good. I love that idea. Well, I don't know how many of you saw on my Facebook page and my blog today, but I posted this cute little card. Oh, Jeanne, beautiful in 71, lovely. This is a cute little card. We're having a blog hop. The Mary Fish's Stampin' Pretty Pals. Every month we have a blog hop. I've told you about it before. And you hop from blog to blog and see cards made regarding a certain theme. And our theme was, I think it was something like, how does my garden grow? See my garden grow? Yeah, it was so much fun. And I used the Garden Meadow stamp set, which is an online exclusive. And then I used a couple of retiring items. Mimi, good to see you from Wichita, Kansas. The red paper with the daisies behind is one of the Bumblebee Be Mine designer series paper, which is retiring. And Lori Mantovi, good to see you. And the black and white gingham ribbon is also retiring. As far as I know, they're still available. So I put some retiring items on, and who knows, I have a sneak peek of something new on there. Does anybody know? It is, the little sentiment is so tiny, but it's Unbounded Love, I think is the name. It's a great full sentiment set that's brand new as of May 1st. And I just have to keep using the new stuff. So that is heat embossed in white. But you know, yellow, black, and white that's a hint for you. Those are excellent colors. They always look bright together, yellow, black, and white. So I had fun making that card. And oh, and you know what I did? I made a boo-boo. I put that little bee on there, and that bee is, I didn't even know, it's from the Queen Bee bundle, and then they separated it and put it into the online exclusives. And I didn't even know that they retired the Queen Bee dies. But I love that little bee. They have his little body, and so I made his body black, and then you have the little top layer, and I made that in Lemon Lolly. There she is. Hi, Kay. We were talking about the North Carolina girls. Good to see you. So, thank you, Kay, for sharing. Anyway, I didn't know, and I put on some retired things, but they said it was okay. They let me pass. Okay, you guys, this is the new thing. This is what we're all so excited about. May 1st for customers. If you are a demo, you've already been able to order and get things from it. And we are just having so much fun with the new colors. And we're going to play with a few of them today. I just can't help myself. I want to show you retiring things that I like, that are important, that I think you should have, but I also have to use some of these new colors because they're so gorgeous. Okay, news. So the news is the last chance sale has begun, and I'm going to show you a couple things today that are discounted. Quite a bit is discounted. Dies 50 and 60 and 40% off. Great deals in there, and I haven't really seen any big things that have already sold out. And I checked the things we're going to work with today are not sold out. Roz spent part of her afternoon organizing new goodies. That is what's so fun when you get those new things. I totally get that. I had to do that a week or so ago. So the sale, the basics are going up. Those basics that we use, white envelopes, white cardstock, adhesives, all the basics. I just put in an order today and ordered white envelopes, white cardstock. So don't miss that. Don't let the time go by to May 1st when the prices go up a little bit, but a little bit on, if you're going to buy paper and cardstock and adhesive, that's a couple dollars that it will have gone up. So snag those while you can in April. And then the new catalog May 1st. And I have several people that have requested the new catalog. I'm going to be getting it out with this kit. I sit down and mail everything kind of at the same time. And I'm going to be doing that tonight and tomorrow. So I've already sent, if you're my regular customer, if you've shopped online with me in the past year, yours is already been shipped by Stampin' Up. So hopefully you'll get it soon. Okay, I think we should start playing with something, huh? Let's make a card. Are you ready to get back in your bed? Okay, she had a nice bath yesterday with some brand new oatmeal shampoo, and it made her smell so good. My husband's like, oh, she smells so good. So let me put this over here. Now, I've been practicing on how to turn you down with my new iPad, how to do the whole thing. So, okay, let's see if this is going to work. All righty, here we go. Just give me a minute. Okay, wait. Oh, gosh. There's the down part. Hold on. Okay. There, yay, I did it. Okay, here is the card we're going to make today. I wanted to use a couple things that I haven't used enough, and they're retiring, and I'm kind of disappointed. We are going to use the Notes of Nature Stamp Set, and I'm only using just the sentiment of it here today. It has so much going on, but I'm also going to use one of my dear die sets that I could just cry about, and that is the Scallop Contour dies. Oh, this has been such a beautiful die set, and I've gone ahead and marked on the die sets. I don't believe the stamp set is discounted, but the Scallop Contour dies are 30% off, and that price is $24.50. And if you do not have this, you must. I know. Well, Lori, are you talking about the stamp set and I didn't even pull out those dies yet. This set really just came out with the mini catalog, and so these dies are also retiring. They're 20% off for a price of $22.40. So we're going to use some of both of these dies, but this is the bundle. I guess you can still get it. You can still get it as a bundle. Yes, I checked. And what I checked about was the bundle price. If you bought these two separately and took advantage of the 20% off on the dies, it would only be like 40 cents off from the bundle price. So it's not Notes of Nature, yeah. So whether you get it as a bundle or take advantage of the 20% off and buy the stamp set at full price. But it really is, I just feel like I could, some of these sets they have made with so intricate with so many things that I just never got to using it as much as I wanted to, and I'm disappointed because it is beautiful. And we're going to combine it then with our Scallop Contour dies. So let's get started. And here's our little card. We're doing some layering, we're doing some angling here, and you notice we're using some beautiful new paper and new colors. I mean, I just can't help myself. So this paper is the new Unbounded Beauty paper. Both of these pieces are from Unbounded Beauty. The color is Summer Splash, and we're putting it with Petunia Pop. And then the piece back here is Fresh Freesia, just to give a little bit more light. But this pretty piece, it's a beautiful background piece. Check this out. I mean, isn't that just a gorgeous background piece? It looks all watercolored and stamped and everything. So I decided to go ahead and use that as a background. And we're going to put these neat little, this notebook die. This is this notebook die that I really, this is one of the ones I'm kind of disappointed that I didn't use more. I don't know if you can see those little dots coming down. So let's get out my envelope with all the goodies and we'll just get started. So we've got our card base, our standard 8.5 by 5.5, and scored at 4 1/4. Now she's gonna growl at me. I don't know why. Ellie, no growling. So we're just going to do that. So there we have our pretty card base. I'll have it go that way. And now we're going to start layering. So our first layering piece is the Fresh Freesia. And if you want to write down the measurements, you know, after I do this and I post my cards, then I have people that write to me and say they want the measurements. So I just refer them to the video because I give the measurements, I try to, on the video, because I've already cut them out. I don't really do a PDF for every card I make. Some people do, but I don't. They take time to make, so I only make them for my card classes to go. Okay, so this piece is 3.5 by 4 3/4. And that's going to go at an angle there. And then we need to get a piece that is, I believe, the same size. Yep, the same size. And we are going to use this notebook die on it. And because this piece is a little bigger and won't fit in our, mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss, we have to bring up the big guy, Mr. Smooth, who cuts so smooth. Okay, so let's put our piece on here, our pretty piece of Unbounded Beauty Designer Series paper, and we're going to turn this die upside down. Now, one thing I did bring out today, thank you, Kathy, I like this color combo too, but of course these colors combine well with almost any, you know, with each other. They're most always in colors are meant to combine with each other. I don't usually use tape to hold, but sometimes, like in this case, I want to. And I thought I'd show you, this is, some of you probably have this, Post-it labeling and cover-up tape. And I think I've got it in a place on my website under one of the drop-down menus, like helps or something. I don't remember what I named it. And I have an Amazon page. So you could see it over there, so you know exactly what it is. And if I don't have it, I'll try to check after our video, because I mean to have it over there. So I'm just going to put those little pieces of tape to hold that so it cuts the holes right where I want them to go. And then we're just going to run this through. Okay, just like that. And we'll just pull it off here. It does create some dots, but they're large dots, so they're not like all the teeny tiny dots we sometimes get. And so I'm just gonna, it pulls off because it's post-it note type paper. And look at how pretty this is. Like I said, I don't know why I haven't used this more. And I'm disappointed that it's retiring, because I think it makes such a cute edge like that. I really like that. So what we're going to do is put one, and you could do it straight. For those of you who like to be straight, you know, you could do something like maybe that, something like that. You can definitely do it any way you want, but I kind of sometimes like to do the angle part. So I'm just going to get out my glue here. And one little tip the way I do when I angle my paper is I try to see I try to make it equal distance from the top and bottom and from side to side. So for example, she is barking at me. She's growling. She wants to go somewhere. She didn't lay down and take her nap like she was supposed to. So we've got that one. Do you see what I mean? It's like 1/8 of an inch and 1/8 of an inch at every corner, approximately. You know, it's not perfect. And there's the background for this. That's another pretty color. That is the peach pie. Whenever I say that, I get hungry for a peach pie. I don't know about you, but I do. Okay, so now we'll just put this one at the opposite angle and try to do the same thing. And kind of just get it like that. I think it makes an interesting background. Becky, hello. Good to see you from Kentucky. Thank you for sharing the video. I always appreciate that. Let me just speak to Ellie for 1 minute. No. Let's get in your bed. Come on, get in your bed. Get in your bed. There you go. Okay. Hopefully she'll quiet down, silly girl. Alrighty. Now the next thing we're going to do is, again, I just want to keep using those scallop contour dies. I'm going to set this to the side for a minute, and we're going to cut a couple more pieces. These are the beautiful scallop contour dies that I love so much. And I just want to keep using them. So we're going to use the two smallest ones today. This one is super cute because it has little holes in it. And this one is very interesting. And I'm going to show you something. Some of you have probably already discovered as you've used this one. And we're going to cut, this is another piece of the pretty Unbounded Beauty Designer Series paper. Thank you, Tammy. This is the back of it, which would also look pretty on our card if we wanted to do it like this. But I don't know. I like the flowers. I wanted to use the flowers today. So we're going to cut. Let's get these on our Mr. Smooth here. And we can cut both of these at one time. I'm going to cut that piece, and then I'm going to cut the smaller piece in white. This is going to be our sentiment piece. And actually, I'm slightly thinking I should stamp the sentiment first before we die cut it. That way I can get it, and that way it'll be even, right? Okay, let me get my Petunia Pop ink. You know, I want to like the pink best, and I think I do, but truthfully, I'm just using this Petunia Pop all the time. Hello, Penny Lou. Good to see you. For some reason, some of the names come out in a red that's hard to read. I'm going to have to go in and see if I can change that. Okay, so here's my sentiment, which is just a little note to say hello. And this is from, I thought it was such a cute sentiment. Isn't that just a cute sentiment? Just a little note to say hello in Petunia Pop. Love that color. Love it, love it. Okay. And now we can center our die right on that, so it comes out nice and straight. So I'll push this one a little to the back, and we'll get this one. This little die is so cute, and it fits that sentiment, I think, just perfectly. And then we'll put our plate, our other plate on top, and run these through. It takes a little more arm strength than the little mini. And we still have a little die cutting to do, so I'll put that off to the side. Okay, so here are our two pieces. Isn't this cute with these little holes? We're going to have to poke them out, the ones that didn't come, but isn't that just cute? I think that's just so cute. And then this is the interesting one. Let me move these to the side, and then I can show you what is so interesting about this particular die. So it isn't just scalloped, okay? It's scalloped, and it has slits in the side, which is very interesting. That's why I'm working to take it off very carefully, because if you can see it, that whole side is slit, and that's how it's supposed to be, and the little scallops are separate. And the same with this side, so you want to be real careful when you take it off. There. All right. Now, so let me put it right side up with the little flowers. So you can run a piece of ribbon or baker's twine through there, and that's what we're going to do. Now the top has a little dot in there, so it is actually slit, but it's secured at the dot. So it's only the sides that lift up. They are cool dies, and we've had them for years. We really have had them for years, but again, I don't know why. Well, I have used these. I've used these a lot. I don't use this one as much because it has this little extra special thing. So we're still creating things to go on top of our card base. Now the next thing we're going to do is something fun. The only ribbon we have so far in Petunia Pop is this beautiful ribbon. This is the ribbon for all the different in colors, and it is a gorgeous ribbon. It's nice and soft. It's kind of a cotton, it's called bordered ribbon. Really easy to tie, but I thought it was just a bit too thick. So, you know me and coloring things, coloring ribbons and stuff. So I got out some basic white twine, baker's twine, and I've got the blends for the new in color. So this is light Petunia Pop, and I'm going to use the brush end, and I'm going to create my own Petunia Pop baker's twine. Julia, good to see you. And it is a snap to do. I'm doing it on a silicone mat that Stampin' Up sells, so that it doesn't color my background piece here. It does come off for a few minutes until it dries, so your fingers will get just a little bit colored, but that's not a problem. I just wiped them with the tissue, and that worked fine. So I'm just coloring the white baker's twine, and that's what we're going to put through those little slits that one die cut. If you don't have the scallop contour dies, you really need to get them. There aren't a lot of things that I say are absolute basics in your craft room, but for making cards, I think, unless they make another set of similar dies. Hayes in North Dakota. Hello, Cindy. Good to see you. So I am coloring, and I'm just about done. You know, I like to have a lot. I think this is probably enough. Let me just color a little bit more. I never like to be short of ribbon or twine when I'm making a pretty bow. So there we go. And I'm going to clean this later, my silicone mat, with just soap and water or alcohol would work. Okay, now we're going to take our little die cut piece, and I've got it going the right direction. And what I'm going to do is put my baker's twine through there and pull it up through the other side so that I can tie a bow in the front, because those little sides lift up. I mean, we could have used the ribbon, definitely, but I just think it's too thick, wide, actually, I guess I want to say, for this delicate little card. And so that's all we do. And then we're going to just tie a little bow here, or you could tie a knot. I always like to tell people that say they don't, tie bows very well. Knots always look great. So if you're not a bow person, just do a knot. But use these pretty ribbons, and twines. Don't not use them just because you're not a bow person. Just become a knot person. Now let me see. Just going to pull that. And it tends to tighten up on the sides. Then I'm going to bring the little tails down. Whoops, come on off of there, little guy. And if we want to set it really in place. Later we may put a little mini glue dot under there. I saw they ran out of mini glue dots. They're getting them back, but I saw that when I was looking on the list. Thank you, Cindy, for sharing. Well, I'm thrilled you came. I understand being late. I totally get it. Okay, now let's get our card base back that we've already kind of decorated. We put this much on. And the next thing that goes on is our pretty little die cut piece we were just playing with. And then we're going to put this, and then we're going to add a few leaves. So let's go ahead and die cut some of the leaves right now so we get that done. And then we'll be done with the machine. And those come from back to the Notes of Nature. There are some really cute leaves on here. This one I love, and I think even maybe we together made a card where I use this as a background, almost just gluing on the top of the card in rows. It's really, that is a neat die. Okay, but let's take off these little leaves. I want to get those, and we'll just cut those, and then we'll be done. And because I noticed, if you want some little color hints, this is Pretty Peacock, and it looks really pretty with both Fresh Freesia up here, Petunia Pop, and what is this again? Let me ponder. Beach. I want to say beach. What is it? Summer Splash. I keep thinking of beach. This is the new DSP in the new catalog that comes out May 1st. It's called Unbounded Beauty, and it is beautiful. And you can get it if you are not a demonstrator, and if you want to get the starter kit even today from me, I would love for you to get the starter kit today, and you can order all of the new things that are available to pre-order. You can order as part of your starter kit. So that's an amazing, being a demonstrator, I think is an amazing, I love being a demonstrator because I say this all the time. I like to get my stuff early. I don't like to wait. I want to be the first one to get it all. So, okay, now we can put Mr. Smooth down here. Okay. And look at how pretty these little leaves look in here. Isn't that pretty? So we're just going to do a little arranging here. And we know this is all set. So we're going to put this up on, this pretty piece up on some dimensionals here. You don't need too many. I think the last time I just put 3, kind of alternating like this, just to make sure the piece stays where we want it to be. Take up our little tops, okay. And we'll angle this a little bit like that. And then we're going to put our sentiment piece right kind of like that. And we're just going to, what we're going to do is just put one dimensional down here, and then that's going to be off to the side like that. And then I'm just going to put a dot of glue up underneath so that it adheres up in there. Just a dot of glue. Okay, there we go. I'm going to cut the tails in a minute, the tails of the twine. But I like to leave them until I'm totally sure where they're going to go. And then we're just going to put the leaves kind of on each side. I think I did a little thing kind of like that, just to add more color. And this just takes the, let me get the right side. Even the leaves here have slits in them. I don't know if you can, where am I putting this? Yeah, there you are. Can you see those little slits in the leaves? They're the dies. I'm telling you, the dies. Holly, good to see you. The dies these days, they're really making some gorgeous dies. And you don't need to put the adhesive on every leaf, just a few. And then I'm just going to slide it down in there like that. And just, if you have a little dot of glue poking out, I just blot it. Okay, and then this one is going to completely set on top of this. So let's put a few more dots of glue here, just like this. This is, you can use any leaves, but I like these leaves, and this set is retiring. So if you like it, snag it while you can. Now let's make a decision here about our little tails. The one thing you can do with these, if you want to, and I've done, it's a little harder once they've been colored because they get a little stiff, but you can just, you can manipulate them and put them around your finger a little bit like that and press, and then they'll come out curly like that. Isn't that kind of cute? Kind of like that. They'll probably hold long enough. For me, they hold long enough for a photograph, which is what's important, to show you guys. And then I'll just curl those just a bit and press and see what happens. See how it gets kind of curly? Isn't that cute? Now, we do have to do a little stamping on the inside and on our envelope. You guys know that. We always like to do that. So for this, I'm using this, this stamp set from the Notes of Nature. Just a little wildflower type of thing. And here's the envelope, and here is our card. So we're just going to do a little bit more stamping. And just because we're stampers, if you're a stamper, you want to do a little stamping. Isn't that cute? I think that's, and we could have done anything. We could have stamped on that whole background piece there. We could have stamped it with this stamp, and it would have been cute. There we go. There's our pretty card from the Notes of Nature stamp set with the die set. They're currently sold as a bundle, and we used the beautiful scallop contour dies, especially those two inside dies. They're, Stampin' Up makes beautiful products, and I think you're probably like me. We're always sad at quite a few that do retire. So that's why I like to show them. So you have a chance to get them if you don't have these products. And, you can also learn a little bit. You can do that with your own products. You can always learn something. Okay, now I'm going to try to see what we can do here. Okay, yay, I'm getting the new iPad. There's always something to figure out with technology, isn't there? So let's give away some prizes, a prize. So last Wednesday, we made 2 cards with other retiring products. We made this card, and I used the new In Colors Designer Series paper. So that is Peach Pie. And then and that was a thank you card. And then we made a happy anniversary card. And that is, again, Summer Splash, or Beach Splash, as I keep thinking. So this is today's prize. This will, it was from last week. And I used the random number generator. And the winner is Linda Leonhardt. Linda, are you on today? I have your address. And so, Linda, I will be sending this to you, this packet of cards. And thank you. I love that you watch. I thank you so much that you watch. That's why I like to give you guys prizes. So Linda has won the prize from last week. Now, for this coming week, I want to show you what I'm giving away, which is, this is a package of opaque faceted gems. And these were given away as a free gift during celebration, but that's over. And so I can give them to you if I want to. This is my last one. But one thing I was thinking, those orange ones in there, I don't think they're that far off from Peach Pie. And I think they might be handy in peach pie. I also think peach pie goes very beautifully with our copper clay color. And I think this might be copper clay. Let me see. I don't think it says. I had it written at one time, but I think it's the copper clay brown. And I think that is going to look really beautiful also with the peach pie. And of course, that's pool party as far as I know. So these will come in very handy. Opaque faceted gems. So if you want to go in the random number generator for this, I'll draw it next week. So make sure, I see a lot of you putting the word prize. So thank you so much for loving my card. I have to get up here because of that red writing. Rebecca. Thank you, Rebecca. So what a fun day and a fun card using new stuff and some retiring stuff, and get what you need in April. That's all I'm going to say. Get it while you can, because starting May 1st, it's going to be gone, but lots of wonderful new things are going to be here. So next Friday, this Friday, in 2 days for my live, I'm going to do a cute kit, one of the Stampin' Up kits. They're selling a lot of kits now, and so there's one I really like, and I'm going to show that to you on Friday. So I'll see you then.